So let me get this straight. You have a son or daughter or a spouse who drinks heavily on a regular basis almost every night, and they really binge drink on the weekends. Maybe they live with you, maybe they don't. The spouse certainly does. And the thing is, you're afraid to confront them because of how they're going to react, because they have such a defiant attitude and they gaslight you. They're the ones with you have the problem. They don't have the problem. You have a problem because they drink. And they don't have a problem. They're quite happily drinking every night. It's a way for them to stress. They'll use every single excuse in the book. It's a way for them to get through the day, and they look forward to that point in their life. Wow. If it's affecting your life now, can you imagine where it's going to be in 5 years from now or 10 years from now if you don't approach the subject and have the guts to get in that way, to approach it and say, this is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. So let me put this in perspective. There is no fruit or vegetable that mankind has figured out how to ferment that's worth destroying your family and the relationships in your life, either if you're on the family side or if you're the alcoholic. No grape, no harps and barley, no cactus, no potato, no apples. There's nothing that mankind's figured out how to make into some form of alcohol that's worth destroying your family. After all, it's just fermented fruits and vegetables, one way or the other, or grains. That's all it is. So is that worth destroying all the relationships in your life if you're an alcoholic? Now, if you're a family member, you're on the receiving end. How much of that are you going to put up with? And that's, at the end of the day, that's all it is. It's a liquid, and it's destroying your life and everybody around you. And I think the saddest part about this scenario is a large amount of people, their decision is no decision. They decide to do nothing and live with it. So they live with the pain and the anguish and the toxicity and the frustration and the animosity as a family member. And sometimes they might even have to bury somebody, or, worse, down the road, maybe that person gets behind the wheel of a car and hurts somebody else. So if you are able to identify the red flags of alcohol in a family member, it's time to have those tough conversations. It's time to get out of your comfort zone as a family member. It's the least you can do. And again, it's not up to you as a family member, but you do have an obligation to your loved ones to have the conversation at the least and force the issue, because you don't want to go down with the ship, and you definitely don't want to have to suffer your own mental anguish and your own mental problems later on because you've dealt with an alcoholic who wouldn't take care of any part of it. So really, the whole point of this video is really for family members to identify if they have a loved one in their family who is suffering from alcohol use disorder, and to take action. Be cognizant of how it's affecting you emotionally, how it's affecting your life, your relationship. And the bottom line is, don't put up with it. Make a decision, either help that person or get out of the situation, but don't make no decision and do nothing and decide to live with it, because I guarantee you it's only gonna get worse. And again, if this scenario resonates with you, click on the link above, schedule a breakthrough call. I've helped many families, and just as importantly, I've helped the alcoholics in their family. Again, please like, share, and comment. And again, we have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. Become a very good support group, and we talk about these issues and everything related to alcoholism. And again, thanks for listening.